first question. Why do you think it is important to have a dedicated month for the men's mental health awareness?
I believe it's important that there is a dedicated month for men because this serves as a reminder that it's okay to feel vulnerable, especially in times of crisis.
Ito yung month na kung saan ay nabibigyan ng validation yung mga lalaki.
It is really important for us to have this men's mental health dedicated to men because this will give us a space for everyone, especially the men, to talk about their feelings, and also it will break the idea of them being weak or vulnerable talking about their emotions if we have this kind of events.
It's a practical and powerful steps for us to really support men in terms of mental health. So it can be, I guess, a better approach, okay, so that we can somehow strengthen and support men in terms of mental health.
What are your insights on the common misconception of men being labeled weak when they show vulnerability?
Ayun, well, I think that's a wrong misconception, no, sa mga lalaki. Kasi mahirap na maging matatag ka, no, kung di mo naman talaga kaya.
A lot of people think that showing emotion, especially if you are a guy or a man, means that you're being weak. As a male counselor, I completely disagree with that because it takes a lot of courage for someone to open up about his emotions. Being vulnerable means that you are courage enough, and also you're very self-aware of the feelings and the emotions that you are currently experiencing. And it is really important for someone to open up about the struggles that they're in order for them to vocalize what their thoughts with regards to the things that they're currently experiencing, and for them to ease up the emotions that they are currently feeling.
I think mali yung mga misconception na hindi pwedeng maging mahina ang mga lalaki, di ba? So, tao lang din tayo, nasasaktan. So, pwede tayo maging mahina kung gusto natin.
I think that's inaccurate at the same time harmful, no? Because embracing vulnerability for men is a sign of maturity. Aside from maturity, then I guess it's the sign of strength, no? So labeling them to be weak, I guess, is inappropriate.
This common stigma that man is considered weak when they show their true emotions comes from the roots of society's expectations from them. And this makes them put on a mask that hides their true vulnerability.
So what are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about men's health?
Okay, so one of the biggest misconception that I think most of the people have been thinking is that men doesn't really experience mental health difficulties such as women do. And I think that is wrong because we all have mental health that we need to take care of. We are all equal when it comes to this, and we are all allowed to experience the pain, the difficulty, and also the struggles, especially with regards to mental health.
There's a misunderstanding. Okay, misunderstanding or stereotyping for men. Okay, we need to have open dialogue. We need to educate people that men is not, no, they actually look at men as I guess non-emotional being. Okay,
A common misconception about men's mental health is that people or the society expects them to be this person that is always available, especially when they're feeling down or in a moment that they're having a crisis.
Okay, lagi naman nila sinasabi, no, yun nga, pag lalaki ka, kailangan malakas ka. So, I think dapat baguhin natin yung ganung mindset. Kasi, genetically speaking, di naman lahat ng lalaki malakas, di ba? So, ganun din naman sa emosyon. Di ba? May mga lalaki na mahina, di ba? So, hindi lang sa mental health, di ba? Medyo pati physical. So, ayun, hindi natin kailangan laging sabihin na, na pag lalaki ka, dapat malakas ka. Ayun.
In your opinion, what's one simple thing men can do to improve their overall health?
Yeah, as I mentioned a while back, so I guess the routinary checkup, okay, routinary checkup for men, for our fathers, for our friends.
All they need is one simple step, is that they focus more on the solution rather than their problems.
Let's be active, no? Lalo sa lifestyle natin. Maraming way para maging active tayo sa lifestyle, no? Pwede tayo magkaroon ng mga libangan like sports, no? Music. So, pag nagiging active tayo, so pag healthy yung lifestyle natin, malayo tayo sa mga mental health experiences na hindi maganda.
One simple or powerful thing someone can do is for them to open up, or someone that they can truly confide in, especially with regards to the feelings that they are currently experiencing. Either be it their friends, their family members, their life coach, or even a counselor. Just opening up to someone will help to put your thoughts into action and for the emotions to ease up a little bit. And with this can result to stronger relationship, being able to show courage, and also being self-aware of the things that you're currently experiencing.
How can we encourage more open conversations about men's mental health issues?
A thing that can help men be more comfortable with sharing their conflicts is by, you have to listen to them. Because all men want is a person that can listen to their problems, and not a person that just not a person that just wants you to open up their problems so that they can reply to you.
Mas maganda kung magki-create tayo ng mga safe space for everyone. Siyempre, pag sinabi natin inclusive, hindi lang naman to sa mga kababaihan or part ng LGBTQ. But when we say inclusive, it's for everyone. Mapa-workplace, di ba? Pati, actually, mga recreational area like malls, di ba? Yung mga parks. So, I think pwede tayo mag-create ng more inclusive sa lalaki na mga lugar. Especially sa workplace, alam natin, lumalabas yung, hindi naman, no? May maraming nakaka-experience, no, ng mental health issues pagdating sa workplace kasi yung pressure. So I think, dun natin, mas bigyan ng pansin yung pagbibigay ng mga safe space pagdating sa lalaki.
The first step is creating a safe, non-judgmental space for everyone, especially for guys. Since especially I think most of the time pag nag-show ng emotions ng isang lalaki is pinagtatawanan or hindi ginagawang seryoso. I think that's one thing that we can do in order for us to encourage everyone to open up about how they feel. And that's the thing that we do, or I do regularly as a guidance counselor, is for me to show empathy to everyone, and for me to create a non-judgmental and safe space for everyone.
We have to make sure that it requires support. Okay, it requires support from the family, from all of us. Okay, it requires empathy. Okay, and I want to stress that really education, I guess. We really need to educate people. We really need to educate even men itself, okay? And everyday courage, I think when we do this, I'm pretty sure we can really overcome.
What role do family and friends play in supporting men's health or mental health?
Okay, I think family is like the foundation of everyone. Kasi lahat tayo may pinagmulan na pamilya. So regardless kung biological or hindi, no? Yung family, diyan tayo kukuha ng strengths, no? every time na manghihina tayo, dyan tayo babalik at babalik.
Here in the Philippines, sometimes we do have the notion that men should keep the family together, right? Parang dapat tayo yung malakas, tayong someone we can lean on to. And I think that should slowly break down, especially now that we're in a year wherein everyone's feelings or emotions should be valid. So I think one of the role that our family can give is the support system, and also for us to have that comfortable people in our lives where we can our emotions and also the things that we are currently dealing with, especially now na sobrang hirap naman talaga na maging mag-isa. So we really need to have that, and I think that's the family's role, is for them na maging kasama natin sa bawat emotions or struggles na nararamdaman or na-experience natin.
As men, okay, we really need to ask for their help. Okay, so we can't do it alone. We need them. We need our friends. We need you. We need the community itself. Okay.
Family and friends can help you in so many ways that they can be your sense of support, especially when you're feeling down, and they can also be your sense of a sense of safe space where you can be more comfortable with sharing your problems with them.
What are some of the health habits you prioritize in your own life?
So personally, I think one of the things that I what I do usually is to, especially self-care. It's really important for me to take care of myself because no one will do it for me, and also do the things that you love. Also have that time out for the things that you're currently stressing with. Like for example, for me as a work, I deal with a lot of students. I deal with a lot of emotions. So as much as possible, I take the time to reset. Also take a break from everything that is stressing me out and do the things that I love that is not correlated with the stressors that I'm currently experiencing.
But I make sure that, or we have to make sure that we have time for exercise, we have time for movie, we have time for maybe Netflix and other, necessary stuff that make us relax.
A healthy habit that I do is by doing the things that I love. An example would be sa dance. And yung dance po, it's not just it's not just an exercise, but also a way for you to convey your emotions through body movements.
Number one na ginagawa ko every time na nakakaramdam ako ng stress, no, ay lagi ako nag-exercise, lagi ako nag-workout. So, for example, dito sa work natin, pag alam ko sobrang stressful ng trabaho, I start my day walking bago umalis ng bahay, or minsan pag papasok ako ng maaga, tatapusin ko agad yung mga kailangan gawin. Then after my work, ibubuhos ko lahat sa workouts dito sa gym natin, no? And ayun, minimake sure ko na lagi ako nag-exercise kapag nakakaramdam ng stress, kasi yun yung parang pag hindi ko ginawa, babagsak yung babagsak yung mundo ko.
Lastly, have you or someone you know been affected by a men's health or mental health issue? What was the experience like?
I have experienced a time where I was feeling down, and this was caused by my own insecurities, and all I have to say is that it feels like the world is going to end right before your eyes, but in reality, it's quite the opposite.
When my friends actually, I guess that was last year, nag-break down because of mental health. They feel very depressed. So, well, the support system is there. Okay, this is very important. That's very important. But it's really risky. Okay, mental health is a topic right now. People understand mental health. Okay, it's a reality. It's not a drama, for sure. No, it's not a drama. It's actually a reality that people really experience. Maybe because on our generation, Okay? Hindi masyadong pinag-uusapan. I mean, yung mental, parang kaya yun eh. Yun lagi, the Filipino version, kaya mo yan. No? But now, we need to really understand them. We really need to support them and to talk to them. So sometimes, kumusta? Yung the way, kumusta, how are you? Okay? Yung really, I guess people really appreciate that.
Ako pinaka na-challenge talaga yung mental health ko is yung transition ko sa pagiging independent. Kasi as early as 18, 16, 17 years old, bumubukod na ako. And then, fully nakabukod ako, like nasa kaka-transition ko lang sa 20s ko. So, hindi pa ako graduate, wala pa akong fixed na income, no? Lahat yun galing sa ipon. Then, nung bumukod na ako, so I start sa Manila. So, doon ako nagsistay before mag-isa. Sabi ko, ganito pala. So, tapos, noong una, go with the flow. Kasi sabi ko, this is the life that I chose. Pero habang tumatagal, hanggang maka-acquire ako ng mga assets na meron ako ngayon, mahirap siya kasi andun yung hindi lang pressure nawala kasi yung pressure ng family sa akin eh. Now, which is matagal ko nang i-handle. But this time, may bago akong pressure na na-experience. Doon ako parang, paano ako kakain bukas? Diba? I mean, sa simpleng ganun, iisipin mo ano yung kakainin mo bukas kasi may kailangan bayaran na mga bills, di ba? No, na bahay, every month. So, tas nag-aaral pa ako ng masters ngayon. So, andun yung transition na ubus lagi yung pera. No, ang laki ng sahod, pero kahit ang laki ng sahod mo, ang laki din ng expenses mo. So, doon ako naka-experience ng medyo challenge pagdating sa paano ko i-handle yung mga situation na yun. Kasi sino makapag-isip na maayos, wala kang pagkain bukas, di ba? So, ayun. But every time na na-experience ko yun, lagi lang din talaga ako bumabalik sa lifestyle ko, sa pag-exercise, no? Sa paglalaro ng sa sports ko para at least ma-reset, makapag-isip ako maigi. And then sa ganun way ko siya na-survive yung mga na-experience kong problems before. So ayun, challenging siya, but I think na-survive ko siya kasi medyo comfortable na naman buhay ko ngayon.
I experienced it personally. I've been dealing with a lot of mental health difficulties the past few months, and I think the feeling is it's very hard for me to accept that since I am working in the mental health area. I try to help everyone, but I also need to try and help myself. The feeling is very hard. It's very surreal for me because I didn't think that I will be also experiencing the difficulties that these concerns have brought to a lot of people. So it's very hard, but since I know that these emotions are temporary, so I'm very hopeful that everything will be okay soon, and I just really need to have the people, or I need to surround myself with people that can help me and will be very understanding of the situation.